Galactic Dark Gemini, welcome to Shadowverse. My American friends, happy Thanksgiving. Stream on Facebook and my press tonight. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to pick up things we left off last time. We were playing Isabelle's story in the Guild Wars segment. And I'll upload the video on YouTube. Got past that Escamoli guy on following Isabelle. More so than that. Okay. First, we completed a mission. We got Isabelle Runecraft to level 20. Okay, animated cards of fighter. The card is fighter. Okay. Yeah. Watch football in Dallas. Dallas Cowboys playing the Buffalo Bills, and Bills have dominated the game so far. Good to see that. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Anyway, let's go back to Isabelle's story. See where we left off. Chapter 7. After the Escamoli messenger withdraws, Eleanor departs once again by herself. Isabelle decides to kill time by experimenting in the laboratory and makes a mess while Eleanor is away. She makes a mess. Makes me wonder what she did. I guess we'll find her in a second. Makes me wonder what she will find in there. Making a mess in there. She got nerve, don't she? Let's take a look.
I see. So if I just read this, then... but this book of practical spells seems like it could be tricky to use. Incantations. These are the source of her power. Well, I'll try this. Shard of Shame, Gate of Emeth, water be as blood, branches as bone, honey as flesh, and death as truth. That didn't feel quite right. But it's probably okay to call this a success.
Isabelle, I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just killing time with some of the materials and instruments around here.
You were creating magical life forms in your spare time? You do seem to have a form of magical genius. However... You seem to have no organizational talent at all. What is the meaning of this?
There's no need to overreact.
Overreact? Why are there books scattered across the floor? There are instruments all over the place.
Don't you think it's a hassle to keep putting them back?
Wait, what do I see under those books? Don't tell me that's a magic circle. You drew a magic circle right on the floor?
Well, yes. Is there something wrong?
I'm about to faint! You! Ouch! Only in the proper soil can the flowers of research bloom! I told you that, didn't I? You! Ouch! Ow! Stop hitting me! You! Clean up! Sweep the floor this instant!
All right! Aren't you getting carried away?
No! This is horrible! Terrible! I think I'm going to faint! But before I do, please get rid of that thing!
Is that really necessary? I don't think I did such a bad job of it.
It's not only not bad, it's in fact very good. It's tough to think that you made it in such a short time. It's truly lamentable that... You forgot to include the Silver of Reason. It's going to go berserk!
That must be what felt different about it.
I'll say this now. I won't allow you to create any further messes in my laboratory.
Okay, so you don't want a big commotion. Got it.
Let's deal with that life form next. Hopefully this won't be too much of a problem to deal with this thing. Just gotta be a little more aware of it, unlike we did with the Escamoli. Alright, I'm gonna turn the mic off and we'll be back.
So defeat it nice and gentle then. I'll teach you real quick.
Unbelievable!
I am the fires of war incarnate.
Let's play! Hey, let's play!
Whoops! Guess I got too close. I am the fires of war incarnate.
You're done for.
Go on then, show me your true colors. Hot, isn't it?
Back home in a jiffy. Toodles.
Atone with your lifeblood!
Whoops! Guess I got too close.
Won't be long now.
No! Unbelievable! No!
Time to head home.
This ends here.
Oh! Oh!
Unbelievable! Ah!
Listen, and listen well. My name is Grimnir!
Darkness colors dreams. The nightmare follows.
Gone with the wind.
May all life prosper and be blessed.
Glory!
This fate is unjust.
Unbelievable! Ah!
My flames shall raise creation.
Bring the flames to the max!
Never lose that conviction.
No!
Whatever shall I do?
Unbelievable! Ah!
Eureka!
share my wisdom.
It's hard to do this just right. So defeat it nice and gentle then. Unbelievable! Gaze upon my lustrous runes. My room grows dim.
Fear not! Grimnir returns!
You're done for.
Dang it! I wanted to say something cool here. Sorry, did I knock the wind out of you?
Whatever shall I do?
No! Cool gods don't know!
Yuri, Eureka! I embrace all manner of spellcraft.
It won't be long now.
Truth and taboo are equal in my eyes. That's one way of doing it.
Atone with your lifeblood!
Unbelievable!
Yuri, Eureka!
the icing on this cake. This ends here. Love will save the day. Here I go.
I take my leave.
I'm turning back to normal!
You'll be riddled with blades! Listen, and listen well. My name is Gritnir! Time to head home. Gone with the wind.
Flames shall raise creation.
Hey, let's play!
I am the harbinger of death.
Submit to my fiery embrace.
You evade death.
It's that conviction.
Let me share my wisdom. I'll put you to the test. With this ivy and this elixir,
No! Unbelievable!
Making this and then squashing it. I'm not sure how to feel, making this and then squashing it right afterwards.
Enough of the sentimentality. Wipe it up.
Come on, you really don't need to say that.
Enough already. Are you some sort of child? Hurry up and clean!
Ouch! All right, I get it already. See? All good now.
Nice try. There's still some dust left over there.
People must tell you you're fussy a lot.
And surely, people must tell you your body and mind are slovenly. So listen up. Now that you're here, you're going to obey my rules.
I know. I'm not going to make any more messes.
Even if you need to make any more messes, don't. Only in the proper soil.
Can the flowers of research bloom? I'm tired of hearing that.
You impudent!
Ow! I only said I was tired of hearing it because it's the truth.
Your magical skills are solid, but you're incapable of anything else. Are all the mages in your world like this?
I don't know, but probably yes.
Well, then in your world, mages are surely called pigs in laboratories, pigpens. How utterly hopeless.
What? What's going on?
That gatekeeper was my pride and joy!
Surely you jest. It was most insipid.
Urias Formond, what are you doing here?
Already you know my purpose well. I have come in search of the strong.
So you mean that you'd like to fight with Eleanor Gloria?
It remains to be seen whether this is worthy of being called a fight. I hope it may.
I see. Well, that's most unfortunate.
Oh?
A single glance reveals that you, like Isabelle, have come from another world. Your flesh is clearly not that of a normal person. Fascinating. If such a thing were possible, I'd like to investigate you more closely. The overwhelming power that was able to topple my gatekeeper, this tremble-inducing might, it is fascinating indeed.
So this is your first time seeing a vampire?
A vampire. In this world, they only exist in fairy tales. This is growing more and more disappointing. But still, I'm about to knock you into nothingness. You'll be gone without a trace.
That magic.
Huh? What is this?
You've entered my laboratory without permission. There can be no exceptions to the rules. You shall soon become dust, vampire. Return to the land of fairy tales from which you came.
Ah! Revealing one's techniques would spoil the revelry.
If you already know that, then keep your trap shut.
There's no point in getting in the middle of that.
It's probably going to take a while, so if you don't mind, allow me to guide you through the laboratory.
I'd be grateful for that. Are you sure we don't need to stop them?
We couldn't do that if we tried, and Eleanor seems to be enjoying herself at any rate.
They say you vampires drink blood, but you'll never reach my neck that way. You'd be lucky to ever push me to the ground.
What I feast upon is my own concern. You need only to fall down before me.
That does seem to be the case. I'll follow after you.
Very well. This way. That concludes our simple introduction of the facilities. Do you have any questions?
Let's see. Well, it's not about the laboratory, but...
Please, ask away.
Thank you. About her. For as much as she hates messes and destruction, she isn't holding back.
It's been a long time since I've seen Eleanor like that. Urias is quite mighty.
Mighty? Well, he's certainly in a league of his own. One more thing. There are 4 other guilds like ours, right?
Yes. Nicola Adele represents a slight exception, though.
As far as I can see, all seem very self-centered, including the Magus Covenant. How were you able to maintain any kind of balance?
Were? Don't you mean to say are?
Yes, there's going to be a war soon, she was saying that.
I see. My apologies for going off on a tangent. Allow me to answer then. Simply put, no guild has any intention of disturbing the balance.
How can that be, though? If one guild were to eliminate the others, they'd receive its status, its property, and everything else.
The Order of Blade-Right sees justice through, and it values protecting the people. Escamali doesn't have any clear way to battle, so they can't to begin with. Nicola Adele can't be bothered. Counter Solari is the most combative, but since they have few members, they're not generally involved in any large-scale activity.
And what about Magus?
Yes, we have no interest in status or property.
And that's the way that the balance of power is kept.
It is, however, falling apart at the hands of Counter Solari. This is common knowledge.
What sort of guild is Counter Solari?
They are, in a word, assassins. Shadowy figures who kill people for a price. These days, they've become especially active. So much so that the townspeople are getting anxious.
A group of assassins? They can't be left to their own accord.
I've heard that they are skilled not only in the art of assassination, but that they command an extraordinary form of swordsmanship. It sounds as if those two are finally finished.
I'm back.
Well done, ma'am. Isabelle, I take my leave.
Thank you. The information you provided me is sure to come in useful. Are you hurt? Well, knowing you, I'm sure you're fine.
It was ultimately a draw of sorts. Or if I were to speak more precisely, my loss. I should have known better than to let ire and curiosity get the better of me. 2 bookshelves were damaged in the process. 5 whole books were bent, and the pages of one of those were torn. On top of that...
Well, what's done is done, right? What do you say we start experimenting?
Yes, that's the right course of action. And that's exactly what I plan to do. Allow me to say one thing first, though.
Don't make a mess, right?
Precisely. I still can't trust that you won't.
All right. What sort of experiment should we begin with?
Just what you were looking for. The resurrection of the dead. It's a topic that fascinates me as well. Let us go about things in that general way.
Are you sure? You don't stand to gain anything.
No, I stand to gain everything. Your words and actions are all strange and new to me. All shall therefore become my knowledge. Now, if our preparations are complete, let us commence our experiment. How simplistic of you. To draw a soul close, you don't always need an intermediary, you know. You simply have to regulate the summoning process.
Your procedures are too complicated. Even the magical infusion has 10 individual steps.
They're not complicated. They're precise. See, I've put the formula together now.
You should call me efficient, not simplistic. The circle's ready. Pour your magic into it.
1, 2, 3, 4. The pieces don't fit together.
They don't, do they? I'll have to jump in and adjust the magic levels.
Yes, let's try to improve things by working in unison as a safeguard. Well then, let's chant, Isabelle.
From the abyss show thyself. We call thy lifeless name to bring thee unto us. 4 legs, 2 eyes, teeth, and ears. Felis Sylvae.
It appeared. All right, now bind it in here.
All right.
Well then.
Let's see here.
How could a dog have appeared when we meant to summon a cat? Something in the character of the circle must be fundamentally incorrect. Perhaps if I were to streamline my methods...
It's probably because I'm not used to intoning. My circle wasn't able to keep up with the complexity of the formula either. I need to draw more precisely.
Isabelle, jot out 3 magic circles for me, would you? I'll take care of this thing.
All right, give me some literature on intonation and 3 formulae. Any 3 are okay.
I beg your pardon. Eleanor, the repairs to the laboratory are complete.
Ah, thanks.
There is a matter I would like to inform you of. May I proceed?
Sure. Tell me right here.
Counter Solari seems to be active. It shouldn't be long now.
All right. You're dismissed.
Is something happening with the Guild of Assassins?
It's nothing. All right, so now for the formulae.
Don't you care about this land at all? Don't you want to stop the war?
You just can't get your mind off that, can you? If those dodos want to fight, then that's just what they should do. What more is there to say?
But
it's a matter of priorities, Isabelle. A war would naturally present problems, such as how we'll no longer be able to focus solely on experiments. However, stopping it would also require time. In that same amount of time, we could complete 100 spells. Don't you think it would be a waste?
you really don't care about anything other than research, do you?
No, I don't. You're just the same, aren't you?
I can't say you're wrong.
Our concentration's been broken. Let us rest for a while. Would you like any tea?
I can do without the sugar, though.
Why is it, Isabelle, that you want to bring the dead back to life?
You're cutting right to the chase?
Conversation is nothing if not sudden. But if you don't want to speak, then, well, keep your mouth shut.
I want to bring back someone I love. I just want to meet him one more time.
You've brought your magic to such heights in the name of a form of greed called love. That's not proper, is it, Isabelle? It's a form of heresy.
Well, yes. At least in the land that I'm from, they say that resurrecting the dead is against nature's order. It's forbidden.
And still you proceed with such great enthusiasm in order to make your wishes come true. There's a chance that the one you love isn't looking for resurrection, and yet you proceed with these forms of heresy.
I wanted to give up, but I just couldn't.
You seek to fulfill your own desires above all else. That is the tale of every mage, is it not? I am a mage, and therefore I am the unwavering servant of my own desires. Why care about this land or its people? I too am a child of men. I had a mother and a father. My mother was an average human, but for some reason she came to bear me, a child who had tens of thousands of times more magic than the average person. My mother was unable to withstand my power, and she drew her last breath just as I was born.
Oh.
My father, well, on the day I passed the entrance exams for the Magus Covenant, his life ended. I joined the Magus Covenant at the age of 10 and became its marshal. It was then that I made a vow.
Sorry, what?
What indeed. Well, at any rate, Isabelle, I act according to my own desires. I don't act for this land.
Sorry for making you speak about something so unpleasant.
I speak of this because I wanted to. Our break is over. Let us resume the experiment.